you can see it's basically
That's what I was, instead
the
of
same.
saying, but it's
Berompa, 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 Berompa. Yeah. Now, number 8, we kind of, we line up with Omahas and we line up with, Cause had 2 entries, but we kind of differentiate in Osage on this one. Bedabani. 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 So 8, you can see we kind of jive back up with Omaha Ponca, but we differentiate there. 9, we all jive up except Osage. 9, we all, the rest of us are together. Osage is saying 10 minus 1. Shonka. Shonka.
Oh man, that's a big one. What's the opposite is 10 plus 1?
Shonka. Shonka.
It's,
Shonka.
you do, it's,
Shonka.
I remember what 11 is.
Irma said, is that the same, do you say that the same way as Bob, or is it a little bit different?
Shonke. Shonka.
Oh, so it's.
So that's why sometimes, like I said, when we kind of get and or e, we can take it a whole different direction.
That's where I'm getting, yeah.
Well,
It's the same as Spanish.
Well, but it kind of makes you want to go towards French because the vowels are exaggerated.
Okay, well, we all know 10, right? We've got 10 down.
Refresh my memory.
Gadebana. 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 All right. Yeah, we already had it. So that wraps it up. Now, your colors, we got, and guys, on colors, that's why I kind of started with some of those because they're Jite. Man, that's red. That's just straight red. And Z. But you get into some of these other colors, and then it's like what you see and how you describe it versus what I see and how I describe it. And it gets, yeah, to me, it's like the eye of the beholder, you know? Because like, girl, and I just, you know, Quinn and I'll say it's blue, and she'll say, no, that's teal. And I'll say, well, I don't, that's blue. You know, or so we're kind of in that realm here when we get into colors. You know, Jite, that's that red, sure enough. And then Z, yellow. But then they get in these shades of blue and green, and even brown and orange. They kind of blend together, so they're very.
Even orange, like G-E.
Yeah, and we have a Jihi as well. Well, it's just, there's a Z and there's a Jihi.
Really?
Yeah, and that's why I said colors. I know everybody likes to get into colors, that's why I put them on there, but it just gets so arbitrary. And so I've put these on here. You can look, but look down at gray. Chote. But then look down at the example below there. Chote jihi. And that's saying gray plus reddish yellow. Jihi is reddish yellow, and then they get this roan.
These are colors I don't even know in English.
That's why I said they're.
In terms of
I didn't get those either. I got the blue. I know, with the pencil sharpening? Yeah, I never got those either. The only time I ever got
This
those
is
is when I
exactly
was shopping with
what
grandma.
you
In grandma.
We're kind of, you know,
Pencil
red. Look, okay.
What color red is that?
Now, this is important too.
What color red is that?
Look down here. So we got chote. That's great. All right. But then you get down in this song and songhong. where it's like
Lighter shade.
a lighter color of
Great.
That's
That word
gray,
makes it bad.
but it's not white.
Yeah, soft, that looks like black, but it's only
It
a
does.
whitish.
But it's song
Soft.
versus
It's
soft. Now, look down at the example under song and song for pink.
So,
Where's pink?
Look down at the example. Jite song. So it's saying,
whitish, reddish.
yeah. But what if I said Jite ska?
Pink.
That would be a pink. So what I'm saying is you don't, you can't get, or if I said Jite sha,
Darkish red.
darkish red. See, they're all,
Like this one?
we can't, yeah, I mean, it's arbitrary. It could be, but there's a word for pink. And then what if I said do song? It's like
teal. Would
this,
that be teal?
it's like a lighter shade of bluish green.
Jote is ashes too, isn't it?
Yes. Jote, ni jote is ashes. Ni jote.
Is that water?
Yes.
That Jite song,
Uh-huh.
isn't that vibrant?
Son, hon, sa, ton. It's five.
But
Sa, hon, sa, ton. All right, so that's why I said we get into colors. It's just. Okay.
I just
So-
thought about that. I don't even know, I know what that means. But
Going back, turn the page, turn the page.
I'm trying to be very cute, like, Lord Jesus.
You said by the wrong person.
Hey, wrong
It
camera.
don't matter where I sit by. I'm gonna put triangles.
So we got drinks, right? We have our beverages here. So the first one, knee, right? We all know that.
Oh my gosh.
Knee. Now, milk. Ma, ze, knee. Right? Ma, ze is iron metal. Ma, ze, homophone, stress on one vowel versus the other vowel, but ma, ze, ni is milk. But crudely broken down, udder, breast, water, right? Ma, ze, ni, so milk. And if you look at our relations, how do they say it? It's basically the same thing, just the way this is their pronunciation. We're all saying it's that udder. I guess we're talking about cows, udder, water. Okay, so mazeni is your meal, right? Now, all these, like everybody, or I couldn't find Omaha Ponca. I'm sure they have a word, but I didn't find it. But this is a made-up word, right, for soda pop, Coke, whatever. But they're all kind of going for the same thing. It's like, it's that carbonated, fizzing, popping, right? So we're saying ni, bo, do, hi. Some might say bo, do, he. Bo, do, hi. But bo, do, hi means to burst, like a pop.
Like a bubble pop.
Yeah, like a pop. Bo, do, hi. So ni, bo, do, hi is how we would say pop. So if I'm coming up to you, Bladen, and I say ni, bo, do, hi, gumbada.
I want to pop.
I want to pop, right? All right. So that's kind of getting up here. Now, going down to the next one, tea. We always got tea around us, right? Everybody, my little boys even said, why do we always say, why is it just tea? Every time we go to Indian dudes, there's just tea. And then that's
And there's not a half full can of pop everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
But so when we say tea, what are we saying? Mahi. Ni. Grass, talking about grass and water, so it's like they're, kind of how we make you boil it, mahi, ni. Ka say it the same way.
It's better than Pape.
Now, grape juice and wine get put in the same category with us. Hazi is a grape. Hazi is a grape. And ni, of course, liquid, water. So we're talking about grape juice. And like I said, it gets over into wine too. Hazi, ni.
Bible juice.
Okay, apple juice. Conte ni. Conte is an apple. Conte and ni. Apple water, right? Now,
Horse urine.
beer.
That's what I just said too.
Beer. So, there's a lot going on here in this one. So it's te. What do we say? We say te. Buffalo. But te ska turns it into a white buffalo, which then turns it into a cow. All right? A domesticated bovine. All right? So te, buffalo, te ska, a cow. Deje, deje is the act of peeing. Right? I mean, it's just the act deje, right? I'm just, but we're deje combada. Deje.
Yeah.
And then say urine.
Oh, you want it.
The act
I
of,
feel like I'm in the lab.
right?
Okay, what is it?
Dejeni is the actual, it's there, no, I mean, that's the, I mean, that's it. That's the water, the urine.
Okay, what is the act of peeing?
Deje.
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 Is that, when you say deje komda, does that mean?
I gotta go, or, like Mo will always say, Deje on Fiji.
I gotta pee bad.
Yeah, he'll say that.
Could you say ante, like, does teje work, deje work as a verb? Could you say like ante? Like I.
Yeah, it's a verb. Yeah, Deje. Yeah, it's a verb.
So you can conjugate that.
Uh-huh. And you can look on this and it'll conjugate it all up for you. But
You. It's not, it's a $2 word, not a $5 word.
That's a $5 word.
That is not a $5 word.
Yeah, but these boys, like you see. Yeah.
Okay, so hash out.
Conjugate. Does it have like a...
That's conjugal.
Oh, conjugate.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we got it. And Osages are going to say basically the same thing, only they're saying what?
What?
For beer.
Horse urine.
They're saying horse urine. We're saying cow.
That's
All right. And you can see in Omaha, Ponca, Omaha, Ponca, Caw, it's basically the same thing for urine.
Good.
Okay. Whiskey.
Niche, okay.
Nishike.
My dad
But
always
see-
said that one too.
But see, this is where we differ.
We're way different on
We're
that.
way different on this because we say bad shike. It's like that bad water, right? But all of our relation, they all say what? Fire water. We just take it a whole different direction. Yeah. It's a bad.
All the arguments.
It's
Nishike.
bad.
So if you did say it,
It's bad for you.
fire water, how would that be said?
Niche.
Oh, we say fire, it's better.
Bete. Bete is fire. Bete.
Or need it.
It would be just like bete ni. Bete ni. It would be same as Omaha. Yeah. Bete ni. But we say nishike. Nishike. Or bad. Like I said, and that's when our bad, we don't use Fiji. We use shike.
To me, Osage sounds like Quapaw.
Bad, yeah, bad whiskey. bad fire, water. But see, I mean, it's just when we're different, right? But if you're around them, you'll know what they're talking about. All right. And coffee, which we went over before, it's just like that dark medicine. Long cross sharp.
So there's no knee in there.
No. I know.
It's black.
But look at our relations. They don't do it either.
That's another
Okay, turn over to the back. Turn over to the back. To drink. Da-tam. 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 To drink. I drink. Da-tam. Are you guys seeing that, how we're conjugating those now? Konda, konbada, abani, badata. When it's conjugating in this form, it's that, we put that b, bani, bada, and it's coming talking about yourself. Now, I want to drink. Badata konbada. Badata konbada. So, and that's actually one of our
That's a lot of
sentences, I want to
consonants.
drink.
Yeah, it is.
Hold on, wait, I didn't get that one.
Badata konbada.
Okay. Exactly what I was thinking.
This is one of our sentences too. I mean, one of the sentences, I didn't make this up, it's from our old timers. I'm done drinking.
That's a lie.
Badata
Aniki.
on the head. Got it? See, this is, all right, that's why that orthography got started at Osage Tribe, because people would see E and want to say E instead of E.
Yeah.
And that's why the whole thing got started that way.
But that was the first thing I learned,
That
was that
sounds like it's
orthography.
Kind of like that. Okay, yeah.
So, I'm done, akiha is I'm done, I'm finished. Akiha, akiha, I'm done. Akiha, to be finished, to quit, akiha. Also for divorce too. It's also used for divorce. Because on one of these things she says, the plural of that is kihawe, like they quit. And then she says, kihawe, so they quit, they're divorced, they quit. They quit.
That was on the thing.
On the head, yeah. Head, like a, not a. And then see, guys, that's what, we could go round and round on how to write this stuff down. And I mean, and you get around any language programs, and that's why all these orthographies, all these things form, because everybody has their own way of thinking how in English we're going to write that. And that is one thing the Osage tribe did. That's why they started down that road. It started out like this. It started out with English letters for these Osage words, and then that's when they just started coming up with this, well, let's change all the vowels so nobody's confused on vowels. So that's where they come up with the symbols. In the beginning, it was just vowels. Then it was all consonants in English. Then that started changing, and that started changing. So that's why now they have this whole orthography, if you've ever seen it, how they write, because
Yeah, it's cool.
English alphabet, and that's what we can do that. I mean, you can do whatever you want to with your language. The other one I show, that little one in parentheses, that's what linguists like to use to capture those sounds. Right? That's why I include that one in there, because that's called IPA, Sioux and IPA.
Kind of ironic, isn't it? Using the structure of English to learn how to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and think about this. We had no written language.
Yeah.
We had no written
It
language.
was all oral.
Everything was oral. And here we are now.
That sucks if you ain't even that good at English literature. I'm kind of illiterate. I'm better auditorial.
Well, that's a lot of people are, and it's like you gotta hear it, you gotta hear it, you gotta say it, you gotta, some people read it.
Yeah.
But that, so that, I'm done drinking, and that was one of those that was already on our list. But after Akiha, Anihe, that Anihe is this, it's like, it's like I'm moving around doing that. Our language has that stuff to it, and it's like minke. That's one of those, like I'm sitting here and I'm doing it. But Anihe is like I'm done drinking. I'm moving around here. That's how I'm conducting myself at this time. Anihe. Okay, but Ataji. I don't drink. I didn't drink. But Ataji. So I've conjugated it to myself, and then I've negated it, right? So I'm not drinking. Nishike, Barataji.
So when you put G on the end, it negates it?
Negates anything that comes before. So, going back, Ipahon,
You can't drink.
I know. Ipahon G, I don't know. G negates everything that goes on beforehand.
So Kombadaji means I don't.
Kombadaji, I don't want it. Kombadaji, I don't want it. I don't want it. Negates it, and we all do that. I mean, that's across with our relatives. We're all that way. G negates everything. And then you drink, da dum, da dum, da dum, da dum, and it always goes back to root. He or she drinks. He, she, or two drink. Da dum.
So these A's into
On. They're nasal, just nasal. On. Or
Yeah,
ah,
that's gonna be a
on.
hard one.
so the A's make us
On. Which is that little symbol like that in, Osage orthography. So there's your liquids we can talk about now, right? There's our liquids.
and more colors.
And like I said, colors, man, that's just, I jite, saw, ska, I mean, it's just,
They can be.
yeah, and then it just gets all out from there. If you want to describe this color.
I don't.
This ain't
Let's
weird.
talk about Montes again.
No.
He said,
That was.
he's implying that women know more about colors than men. is what
I'm
he said.
applying.
I said it nicely though, and he didn't.
Which one, you?
What color is this?
Blue.
Yeah.
No.
Periwinkle.
Yeah.
There you go, there's another color.
See, I would have never said that.
And see, even with English, we're that way, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of reddish.
She is blue.
I don't know.
It's blue, it's a light blue.
Yeah,
Blue.
pale blue, periwinkle.
Mama's too.
Yeah.
She even had a car.
It's like that
Every
black, that's
damn
black.
car
Like
was
what,
very.
like what color is
Or
this?
dark gray, sorry.
Even Grandpa used to have an orange track. So when he bought a new track,
It was like an El Camino one. Do you remember that one?
Are you guys cool to meet next week?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's still on?
Oh, yeah.
To meet next week, all right?
Until you stop doing this, I'll be here.
Now,
Yeah.
because that's what we want to keep going while there's still interest. We don't want to just keep like beating when there's just two people here. But if you guys are here, we want to meet. We want to get together. Like I said, I encourage you to go to this and all these questions you ask. Man, it's there. There's a lot of stuff there that you can look up. Like I said, the writing part. If you see an I, it's an E. Next week, I'm gonna pick like one verb and we'll like go through all, we'll go with give. And we'll try to go through all the
I like that one.
conjugations that we can do with
Yeah,
that.
because it says that you're talking about the leaky.
So we're gonna go with the give.
Show the stems
like
of-
that.